Hello everybody and welcome to Amphlett Reviews, back another Hong Kong content review, continuing on with some Jackie Chan goodness for you guys with Armour of God 2, Operation Condor, 1991, directed by Jackie Chan, his magnum opus, his legendary kind of directed, almost making Golden Harvest bankrupt film. I don't know if it did well in the box office. I think that was a point of contention for the film. This was Jackie Chan going, I'm going to go with a massive, huge bang. This was at a point now where he's sort of slowly transitioning to the American side in terms of Rush Hour, in terms of taking a chance in terms of the US kind of market, and decided to go mega, go huge. Obviously, a couple of years before this, he did Miracles, which is also available on 88's kind of new 4K edition as well. So he definitely was very busy in between Armour of God 1 and Armour of God 2, learning his craft, directing films, bigger stunts, doing sequels and original films, and all building up to what is Armour of God 2, Operation Condor, and it is absolutely glorious. I don't think it's an over-exaggeration when I say this is definitely one of Jackie Chan's definitive films. I think everyone agrees on that kind of forefront. There is obviously personal preference and all that, but this was incredible. And funny enough, I remember ages ago when they announced the 88 standard edition Blu-ray, I picked up Police Story 3, ordered it from Hong Kong at the time, which was the Hong Kong version, imported it over. It was a little bit more expensive, and I got obviously Operation Condor 2, and me and my friend did both those films, watching for the first time back to back, and it was glorious. It was amazing. It was, oh my god, this was like, you know, I'm having double cake here. I'm having all my favorite things in one go. The storyline for Operation Condor, I'll just simply read the back of the cover. I think it just sums up what the film essentially is. The Asian Hawk, which is back, the undisputed, nearly dying while making the first film, which is, you know, pretty shocking. He's died quite a few times now, obviously within Project A Part 1 as well, obviously with the Clock Tower, just a crazy madman. Jackie Chan returned to battle for the sequel for a bigger, better, and even more daring follow-up. This time, Jackie, basically being a treasure hunter, is on the hunt for some Nazi gold. By recovering it will not be easy, let alone safe. The most expensive Hong Kong film produced at the time, Armour of God 2, Operation Condor, showcases some of Jackie Chan's best stonework action, building up to an epic climax that will blow you off your feet. Just a really simple kind of synopsis there. If you haven't seen Operation Condor, go and watch it. Just go and buy the film, go to Blu-ray, the 4K scan. Definitely recommend getting the 4K edition. A bit pricey, yes, but definitely worth the kind of upgrade in terms of pricing, whether you want to get the deluxe edition or just the standard 4K by itself. In terms of the film, you know, I think everyone's watched it. Everyone's kind of talked about this film way before I have and come on the scene. It is incredible. It is Jackie Chan's one of his best films. Next to kind of the police story movies, this is definitely what Jackie Chan originally intended with the first film, a massive, huge kind of international kind of adventure, treasure hunter, going after some Nazi gold, having a range of different kind of actresses and actors and villains and kind of side companions and comic relief and various other kind of villains coming back and forth, all after this kind of secret hidden bunker in the middle of the desert that hold basically a lot of Nazi gold essentially, and he has to find on that tail. Basically a series of events take place, there's a key involved, there's a series of kind of puzzles, and it's just very, very entertaining to say the least. He has some great comic relief in his staging of comedy, which we know and love him doing with obviously Police Story and Project A, and him doing some really fun sequences, especially at the kind of the hotel. I want to see in Casablanca, if I'm not mistaken, and that's the whole sequence is amazing, and just going back and forth between kind of, you know, stunt and comedy and performances, and just kind of, you know, a real good chemistry between these kind of co-stars, and you have these kind of comic relief characters that come into it as well, which are also been assigned by God to basically stop anyone from entering the kind of the Nazi kind of location. And you've got these really big epic kind of sets, an incredible range of kind of stonework, action stonework, a really awesome kind of very early on action piece where he manages to steal a gun from someone's you know, hand, and, you know, flying in the midair and catching it. Just flawless, amazing. Obviously took probably about 50 takes to get that one shot. One of the things I do love about these films is you do see the after credit sequences and how he did some of these stunts and how it went wrong and just kind of the mess ups kind of thing. It's all fun and games. And you've got an incredible range of kind of action, as mentioned, in terms of physical, in terms of vehicle based, in terms of gunplay. The entire third act of the film is essentially just one big kind of, epic kind of maze or warehouse essentially of kind of these big epic sets and a range of different kind of action moments, and just going on kind of rooftops and kind of machinery, kind of industrial kind of machinery. Not to mention Jackie Chan exploring this Agent Hawk character to even further degree, really kind of doubling down on his performance and giving really good comedy, really good physical kind of action and back and forth, and good chemistry with his co-stars as mentioned, and just going up against some really fun villains at the same time and just really going for it and just not stopping. I definitely think this one would benefit from a bigger discussion. I might do this down the line, potentially within a kind of a podcast type form, or maybe collaboration with some of the kind of fellow Asian Cinema Circle guys. But just an outstanding film. There's not much more I can really kind of say apart from that. It has a great storyline which really kind of fits well within the kind of Armour of God world and the Asian Hawk kind of character, and obviously being very much inspired from Indiana Jones, but taken to a different degree and just doing a really big international kind of film. This definitely is a full package film. I cannot recommend this enough. I'm really struggling to find what else to say that, because there isn't many negatives to this film. I think this is an absolute incredible film. For many different reasons. One, Golden Harvest's absolute best, one, Jackie Chan's absolute best, and I think it's definitely a film that is seen to believe for sure. So what are your thoughts and impressions on Armour of God 2 Operation Condor? I'd love to know your thoughts and impressions. Please comment down below. What is your favorite Jackie Chan film? What is your number one in terms of his kind of filmography? I'd love to know your thoughts and impressions. Please comment down below. So in time goes down for reviews. Signing out.